Hello my crafty friends, this is Monica from Allsewpetite. Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this adorable earbud holder. This is a fantastic scrub busting project, perfect for using non-frame fabric like cork, vinyl or for leather. I used press snap to keep it nice and secured, and I've added a little connector so I can attach a little chain and add it to my keys. You can also attach it to your bag, backpack or belt loop. I prepared a free PDF template for you, which you can download on my website. The link is in the description box below. To make this project, all you need is some scraps of fabric and one press snap. So, gather your supplies and let's get started. Before you cut out your free template, you need to assemble it to create one long piece. You will notice there are two triangles that you need to match to create kind of a diamond shape. What I like to do is to leave extra paper along the main panel just so I can use glue and stick those two pieces together. If you want, you can use something like sellotape, masking tape or anything you have on hand. Pay attention to the side edges and make sure they are straight. Once your pattern is assembled, then you can cut it out. Using your templates, cut out your fabric. Then you can mark the placement of your notches and your snaps. So place your template on top. You're going to mark the placement of your snaps on the right side of the fabric. So make sure to use something that you can remove, just in case if you make a mistake. Otherwise, you'll end up with a dot and it's not going to look that great. Then you can mark your notches on the wrong side of the fabric. Just like so. Again, I would highly recommend using something like a friction pen or a chalk, something that you can erase or it's not going to be as noticeable because you may see those notches once your pouch is finished. So to be safe, make sure to mark it with something that you can remove. Next, we need to fold our bottom and top edge by about 1 centimeter. So what I like to do is to actually draw a guideline for myself, and I measure 2 centimeters, so that's twice the seam allowance on one end and then on the other. I am measuring from those longer edges here, not from the very top. So again, I'm measuring 2 centimeters, draw a line. Next, since this is faux leather and we cannot really press it, I prefer to use double-sided tape just to hold everything in place. So I'm just going to apply it below those two lines, like so. Next, you can remove the backing, which is always the hardest part, and then bring this edge towards that line. So you are basically folding the fabric by 1 centimeter, like so. What I like to do is to use my seam roller just to flatten that fold, make it as crisp as possible. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side. So bring those two edges, the longer ones, towards the line, like so. Next, we are going to take this to the machine and we're going to top stitch only along this top edge. So don't worry about the bottom just yet. We are only top stitching this top edge. This is what it looks like. So next, you're going to take the bottom edge and line it up with notches C. So remember, you've got notches A, B, and C. We need to line up this folded edge along notches C. So wrong sides together, you're going to fold your panel like so, line up this edge along those notches. I'm going to use a couple of clips to just hold that in place. Next, we are going to take this to the machine and we are going to sew a box just to anchor it in place. If you've got any excess fabric picking out, like me, then trim it down. Here we go. Now we can install our snap. So grab a hole puncher or any other tool that you have and punch a hole where you've marked your snap placement. Now, along the top, you are going to install the male part of your snap. I have a separate video tutorial that will show you exactly how to do it, just in case if you aren't familiar with press snaps. I'm going to change my dies. And along the bottom, you are going to install the female part. So make sure along the top, the male part of your snap, if I bring this closer, this is the male part, the part that is sticking out, is visible on the right side of the fabric. Along the bottom, the female part, the one that looks like a donut with a hole in the center, I don't know if you can see that, needs to be visible on the wrong side of the fabric. Here you go. So if you fold this and wrap it around, that's how your closure should snap in place. All right, now that you have your snap installed, you can grab those wings and fold them wrong sides together to create straight edge. So make sure the top is lined up. I'm going to use a couple of clips to just hold that in place, like so. Do that on the other side as well. Now you can take this to the machine and top stitch close to those folded edges, about 2 millimeters from the edge. Now we need to prep our connector. So grab your connector and fold it wrong sides together. So you are folding it in half. I like to use a few clips to just hold that in place. If you want, you can use double-sided tape, like so. Next, we are going to take this to the machine and we are going to top stitch close to the edge. So make sure you are catching both of your edges, both sides of your connector. You might find it easier to use a scrap of fabric to begin your stitching. This way you don't have to worry about the thread being loose, and it's easier to place the connector underneath the presser foot. Start sewing, back stitch. Now you can take your main panel and line up your wings between those two remaining notches. So this can be a little bit awkward, but what you want to do is to spread those wings and line up the edges. So here I have my notch. Let me just zoom this in a little bit so you can see. So here I have my notch, and I'm going to line up the top edge at the notch, line up my edges, clip them together. So the other notch is along the bottom, like so. So you should have an opening along the bottom. Then you're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So open your wing, lay it flat, line up that top edge at the notch, line up the edges and clip them like so. Now you can take your connector, fold it in half like so. What I like to do is to fold it as a V shape to reduce the bulk. Then you're going to spread those two pieces of fabric and slide your connector between. And then line it up however you like. If you want it a little bit longer, you can line it up like so. If you prefer it a little bit shorter, just adjust it. I like to have it as far up as possible without adding extra bulk along the top. So I think I'm just going to keep it like so, just below my top seam allowance. So next you are going to take this to the machine and we are going to sew close to the edge along one side and then along the other side. Again, make sure all your seams are straight. So if something is not straight, not lined up properly, you can trim the excess just to make it look as neat as possible. What I also like to do is to trim this connector slightly as well. Here we go. And just like that, you finished making your earbud holder. Well done! Isn't this the cutest little project? I absolutely love projects like this because they are so easy and quick to do. They use up scraps, plus I can make a lot of them in one go and then give them to my friends and family. So let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, and make sure to tag me at Allsewpetite on social media because I would love to see your versions of this project. Otherwise, subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this. See you next time. Stay crafty, friends. Bye.